inside the courtroom today, a little bit of drama as the judge wrestled with when Carlos Uresti would be taken into custody. Just an hour ago, this mural was a sign dedicated to the man who helped bring the Spurs their last NBA Finals championship. Now, it's a sign fans are moving on. Guys, I want you to take a look at this scene here by the side of the road. Debris and trash strewn everywhere, including the trees. It's really a big scene of where this rollover happened. Tonight, the woman is in the hospital, and police are trying to piece together what happened. San Antonio police say a mother accused of kidnapping her daughter is now in custody, facing criminal charges. Safe to say there's plenty of excitement. So tell me, what's San Antonio been like this week?
It's been a blast. All the Cardinal Gold walking around a river walk.
For starters, how this investigation works and how long this might take? Furniture and Swedish meatballs are officially on the menu in South Texas. Want to bring you an update now on the sexual assault cases in San Marcos. Police have arrested a suspect. All these fences and gates are locked to keep people out. Again, nobody's come to the door, but you can see right through this window evidence that the operation is still going on. I took an Uber down here to beat traffic, but what's the best way to know where I'm going, where all the fun is? Hey, yeah, you. You got to download the NCAA's Final Four app so you know where everything's happening in downtown San Antonio. This smart home technology isn't limited to inside the house. A series of cameras shows the owner what's happening all around. Tonight, Eyewitness News reporter Marvin Hurst has video of the police chase, the takedown, and the patrol car confession of the 18-year-old convicted of the crime. It's a story you'll only see on Eyewitness News. A driver cut off on the roadway. A confrontation ensues right in this parking lot between a man and an off-duty SAPD officer. The next thing that happens is gunfire. A business shot up and 3 people hit, but no one ends up behind bars. Liberty Bowl last year, Iowa State won. Washington State coming off 2 back-to-back bowl losses, hoping to get on the right side. Spurs fans filing into the AT&T Center tonight. Game 6 against the Denver Nuggets.
All new tonight, they are supposed to be important milestone days a family never forgets. A wedding, a quinceanera, or a major anniversary.
And scheduling a suitable space can cost thousands, and many families in San Antonio will spend that money to give loved ones memories that'll last a lifetime.
But for more than a dozen families who contacted KENS 5, that dream has been crushed.
Here's what Eyewitness News investigative reporter Wright uncovered.
On San Antonio's northwest side sits an event hall, touted online as a premier stop for your quinceanera or wedding. More than a dozen people told us it's where they've lost thousands of dollars in broken promises.
I've paid him $4,800.
I felt more bad for my husband because he wanted to put this together for us.
The trouble starts online, families looking to find a deal on their special event. These people all found Andrea Hall advertising flash sales, offering food, music, and more, all for a bargain price if you book now. Abigail Palacio says her wedding fell short of what was promised in her contract.
We spent over about $6,000. Our china, we had plastic forks and plastic spoons.
April Martinez had to leave her party when supplies ran out.
I had to go to Bill Miller's to go buy food for my guests.
While they didn't go as planned, these parties did happen. Other families we talked with claim the owner of Andrea Hall simply took their money and failed to fulfill the contract.
He wanted us to get up before midnight and go drop off $500 at a drop box, or he was going to cancel our contract altogether. And that's what ended up happening.
Come to find out, he canceled my event because he was evicted.
And he said, I don't get no refund out of the $10,000. I told my daughter is heartbroken.
In each case, these folks say deposits and payments were kept as the hall claims the client broke contract. This group of customers says that's not the case. They say it's a pattern where the hall is finding reasons to break with clients and keep their deposits and payments. Former clients say once things go bad, the owner of the hall quits communicating.
He did text me and tell me he was going to countersue me if I did not stop bothering him for harassment.
So I got an attorney and I went to small claims and I won my judgment. He did not show up to court, and I have not spoken to him since.
For weeks, we tried to get someone to speak with us about the business. So no one's come to the door or answered our phone calls today, and I want to show you what we have found so far. All these fences and gates are locked to keep people out. Again, nobody's come to the door, but you can see right through this window evidence that the operation is still going on. You've got deep fryers, butane, and food for snacks, even table linens, everything you need to host a party here at Andre Hall. This location at Loop 410 isn't the only hall they're using. We showed up at this location on Bandera, but the place was under renovation. Property managers tell us the company was evicted for failure to pay. It's the same location that's supposed to host Jose Santos' wedding reception in a month.
Trying to keep my fiance happy.
We aren't the only people looking into Andrea Hall's business practices. The Better Business Bureau has been looking into complaints since April.
Their rating currently with Better Business Bureau is an F. They have several unanswered complaints also with BBB.
According to the BBB's Jared Wise, Andrea Hall's ads don't pass their code of advertising review. Wise explains sales must specify the price reduction and how long the deal will last.
Because it's outlined in the contract what should be there, and if it's not, that's a big issue.
That's the heart of these customers' complaints. They say promises made were not kept, and thousands of dollars were unfairly taken by Andrea Hall with little to no return on what was advertised.
So my daughter's in tears wanting her quince in January, and I can't even tell her if it's going to happen or not.
For now, these customers are organizing and filing complaints with the Better Business Bureau and local law enforcement.
We're not going to stop. We're going to continue until every single person sees your face.
In hopes that no one suffers the loss and disappointment they say they've gone through. Aaron Wright, KINS 5 Eyewitness News.
And one final note, it's not just complaints to the Better Business Bureau. Customers we spoke to have filed reports with police. However, we are not naming the owner of Andrea Hall, as he has so far not been charged with a crime. We'll continue reaching out and let you know his response as soon as we have it. But our top story tonight, a shootout in a local parking lot, bullets flying through windows at a nearby restaurant, and customers ducking for cover. 3 people were hit, including an off-duty police officer.
8 months later, no one is behind bars, even though investigators know exactly who pulled the trigger.
Investigative reporter Aaron Wright spent months digging, and he's uncovered video that you will see for the first time tonight.
We do want to warn you that some of this video is very disturbing.
A driver cut off on the roadway. A confrontation ensues right in this parking lot between a man and an off-duty SAPD officer. The next thing that happens is gunfire. A business shot up and 3 people hit, but no one ends up behind bars.
Be advised, I'm getting reports of 1 hit and 2 hit on different calls. So
911 calls start pouring in.
San Antonio 911, this is Crystal. Do you need police, fire, or EMS? San Antonio 911, hello.
The first call comes from DeMonte Walker himself. You can hear gunshots and screaming on the call. Seconds later, more calls reporting the shooting.
They're killing somebody right here.
Yeah, shots fired. Like at least 20 shots. Shots fired.
He's walking towards the somebody got shot outside.
Yeah, everybody's like terrified.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm reporting the shooting. Someone just got shot in the head at All-Stars.
Caught in the crossfire was Walker's passenger, Destiny Rhodes. Cell phone and surveillance video shows the moment Rhodes runs into All-Stars Gentlemen's Club.
Oh my God! Oh!
Moments later, Officer Desi Rios is seen walking towards the door of the club covered in blood. The camera pans to show customers inside a nearby restaurant on the ground hiding from gunshots. The camera turns to face Rios again as he lays on the ground in front of the club's door.
One off-duty SAPD officer hit.
Front door.
Body cam worn by a responding officer shows the moments SAPD and EMS came to Officer Rios' aid.
I got 1 in the abdomen, 2 in the legs. We're holding pressure for all 3.
Desi, it's Robles, man. Stay up. Stay up, Robles. Stay up, man. He shot me, Robles. We got you, man. We got you.
It's okay, Desi. It's okay. Come on.
Got me, man. It's all right, buddy.
Officer Robles rides with Rios to University Hospital, where he's treated for 3 gunshot wounds.
Was it a pistol or a rifle, Des? A pistol.
Days later, Walker was interviewed in his hospital bed. He told officers his version of what happened that night. Walker was charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. In December, a Bexar County grand jury decided not to charge Walker in the shooting. Officer Rios was disciplined by SAPD for his role, but was never charged with the crime. A letter detailing the 15-day suspension reveals Rios was drinking prior to the shooting and unfit to report for duty. The letter says Rios' conduct before the shooting brought reproach on himself and the department. In addition to the 3 people wounded, glass and televisions were shot at 210 Ceviche, the restaurant next door to All-Stars. According to Walker's attorney, his client is now paralyzed from the shooting. We've attempted to reach Officer Rios, Walker, and Destiny Rhodes for comments with no response. SAPD Chief William McManus sent this statement when asked for comment. Quote, "We forwarded all of the evidence and facts surrounding the circumstances of this incident to the district attorney's office. We respect the judicial process and the grand jury's decision to no-bill this case." Furthermore, an internal investigation was conducted and Officer Rios was issued a 15-day suspension for administrative violations. Aaron Wright, KINS 5 Eyewitness News.
And again, DeMonte Walker was originally charged in this shooting, but a grand jury decided, as you just heard, there was insufficient evidence for that case to move forward. According to SAPD, in addition to his 15-day suspension, Officer Rios is currently on limited duty assigned to the crime scene evidence unit.